Good afternoon, everybody. This is a video interview with Markus Kobelt, who is the founder of Lubera Fruitful Gardening. I'm here in Germany with him at his trial grounds and nursery. And Markus, I'd like to ask you some questions, if that's okay. My first question is, why did you buy a nursery in Bad Zwischenhahn in Germany? What was the reason for this area?
Yeah, we're mainly a Swiss nursery, and you know Switzerland, if Switzerland has one problem, it's too small. And 3 years ago, in 2011, we remarked, we had the first time the same worth of the euro and the Swiss franc, and we remarked that it's not possible to produce plants for the European markets in Switzerland. So that's the reason that we were in search of a nursery in Germany, and northern Germany, because we wanted something different. We didn't want to have a nursery in southern Germany with the same climate, with the same people,
right.
Like us. We wanted to have something different. At Bad Zwischenhahn, which is about 80 kilometers from the sea,
Yep.
So near Bremen, it's 888 kilometers from our main place in Switzerland. So we have a different climate. We have a sea climate, a maritime climate, and so in some years something is better here, and sometimes it's better there. And some crops are growing better in Germany, and some better in Switzerland. Mainly in Bad Zwischenhahn we have the same climate than you have in southern England.
Right, so that brings me tidily to my next question. You started the Lubera UK website in March of 2014, I believe. What was the reason for this? And I'm curious to know the difference in what your German customer buys from you compared to the UK customer. Is there a variation in top products sold?
So why selling plants in UK?
Yeah.
Why the water is going through the sea? England is the dreamland of all gardeners, the motherland of all gardeners, and so it was a dream of mine to sell plants to UK gardeners, and now it has come true, because the garden culture in England is very important for us. It's much higher. Also, the social standards of gardening are much higher than in Europe and in Switzerland and in Germany. So this was a goal, and it's a good market. Because of this, it's a good market, perhaps the biggest European market for gardening, or the second biggest European market for gardening. So to go from Germany to England is rather logical.
And it seems logical that you're filling a gap in the market in the UK because of the small space gardening. The urban garden's become very popular. Not everybody has a giant garden, and it seems a lot of your fruit breeding is specific toward the container growing. So
yes, urban gardening, small gardens is a tendency. The houses become small, the gardens are becoming small. More and more people have gardens on terraces or on balconies, and so you have to have small plants, also small fruit and berry plants, and our breeding is working for that. Another reason to go to sell in UK is that we have some breeding activities in UK. We have a partnership with East Malling Research Station. We have a breeding program there where we are selecting for the home garden market, and East Malling and some other partners are selecting plants, varieties, raspberries for the professional market. So out of this reason, I'm between 5 and 12 times a year in southern England and other parts of UK. So I have a little bit of feeling for this market.
Yeah.
There are differences. I think we are not only selling fruit and berry plants, we are also selling ornamentals and perennials. And what we have seen, that the percentage of perennials which are bought together with fruit plants is much higher in UK than in Germany.
Yeah, the UK gardeners love their perennials, don't they? And of course you like going to the UK for the food, don't you?
Yes, the Indian food.
Yeah. Markus loves our food. You actually do like our roast dinners, don't you? We had a good Sunday roast after the show that time at Malvern Show where we went to.
Yes.
And so will you be doing...
If I have enough meat, I'm pleased.
Meat's always good.
Yeah.
And you always do the press event in London every February, and you've been doing the Edible Garden Show the last couple of years. Do you plan on changing the shows that you attend?
No,
Possibly
for the
next
moment
year?
it's not clear. We are looking at other shows, and we based in Switzerland, mainly in Switzerland, and in northern Germany, it's not so easy to do shows. And of course, with videos and with the internet, it's much easier to have contact with our customers. But it's also good to have 1-2 times a year direct contact, direct discussions, to have direct feedback. And so we will continue doing this, but we will not do too many shows, 1 or 2 a year.
So your plans for the future, they look pretty rosy, don't they? Excuse the pun. But it looks very good for Lubera in the UK, I think, in the, for the future.
Of course, if you are starting with zero, you must have a good curve going up, a hockey stick scenario. Until now, it's working. And the more UK gardeners are selling and planting and enjoying Lubera plants, the happier I am.
Excellent. Now, thank you very much for the interview. I believe you're due to take me for a nice big beer or a schnapps and some smoked teal now, aren't you, Markus?
Thank you very much.
You'll enjoy that. Thank you. Bye.
I didn't understand.